हाँ 6 में 60।
The umpires are having an extended chat with the batters, probably to tell them that they do not have to run on the pitch. This could be one of the warnings as well to the batters, to be running in the middle of the pitch. Yes, that requires awareness as well. You'd think as a batter that you've done enough playing a great shot. You can run on any part of the ground, but you have to be aware of not running on the pitch, and that's what the umpires suggested to both the batters. Two overs to Arnav A, 2 overs to Aditya Agarwal. Aditya Agarwal was the man who managed to pick up a wicket. That's the only wicket that has been late cut, guided towards the third man fielder. Single taken. Neil Patel happy taking those singles. Harry Scawen hitting 2 back-to-back beautiful boundaries in the last over. The first one was the favourite of mine, that's for sure. That was a straight drive along the carpet under the bowler's fielding effort as well, and then he followed it up with a big booming on drive, taking the aerial route as well over the inner field to get a boundary. 35 for 1 after 4 overs. This is Complete Cricket Australia taking on Pathways World School. Play and a miss. There's 3 more matches going on simultaneously in other grounds. There's one right behind me at the Terry Cricket Ground, and 2 more happening at the Power Play Grounds in Gurugram. Fantastic event, ICAL 2023. This is day number 2. Full toss. That was an easy picking for the batter, but it did not connect because it was out of his reach. No ball signal by the umpire over the waist height, and in the meanwhile the batters stole away another quick run, so a couple of extras will be added to the total, and a free hit delivery coming up to the man who hasn't hit a boundary yet, Neil Patel. They can change the field because it's a different batter facing the free hit delivery. Neil Patel advances down the pitch, plays an aerial shot, finds the gap. And the batters will come back for the second run. Still not a boundary for Neil Patel. But they're off to a good start here, the complete Cricket Australia team. 39 for 1, this is the 5th over. Still one more over to go after this. One would fancy to score more than 50 runs from here. Neil Patel with that couple of runs moving to double figures as well. Very good looking drive straight to the fielder. It's a dot ball. They have allowed Arnav to continue his third over. He's bowled 2.4 overs for 22 so far. He hasn't picked up a wicket. At the other end, Aditya Agarwal is the man who's picked up a wicket. Pathways World School playing here for the first time. So is the complete Cricket Australia on this very venue. That's down the leg side, picked away nicely. Massive chase for the fielder, and this might run away to the boundary. Yes, it does. Boundary signal by the umpire. Neil Patel gets his first of the innings. .43 for 1. And it's a solid start for the batting team. Umpire doing a bit of a tailoring job, cutting threads off of the leather ball that we're playing here today. Last ball of the 5th. Tries to cut it. I think the feet movement was not there. Playing a miss to end the over. 5 overs gone, 43 for 1. .43 for 1. I think there's going to be a bowling change, but looks like they're going with Aditya Agarwal with his third on the trot. Final over of the power play coming up. Harry Scowen is the man on strike. Good line from the bowler. The most you can do is to tuck it away to get a single. That's exactly what Harry Scowen does. And that's also good skills, good talent, I would say, to find those singles and doubles whenever there's no possibility of hitting those boundaries. That's the best you can do in terms of scoring runs for your team. Down the legs, that's erring in line. White signal by the umpire. Extras are going to hurt. We have seen that in the last matches as well. The first match on this very venue, there was a last ball thriller that happened between Elite Cricket Australia and the Carter Cricket Academy, South Africa. And at the last ball, it was South Africa who came out stronger. Full toss, played away, beautiful fielding. Definitely stopping a boundary there for his team, and certainly saving 3 runs. Yes, I was talking about that match. That match, when we went back to the statistics, took a comparison, we kind of managed to see one thing that was pretty profound. It was the number of extras that Elite Cricket Australia bowled in the second innings that kind of gave it away at the end. So extras are going to be very, very important to keep under control for all the teams playing in this tournament. Neil Patel on strike. Oh, gets the outside edge, squares him up as well. But the ball has been run down towards the third area, which means the batters will pick up a single. Oh, that's a big appeal for LBW. Turned down by the umpire. Again, squaring up the batter. This time it was Scowen there. Cricket Australia taking on the Carter Cricket Academy South Africa. 12 extras from South Africa and 13 from Elite Cricket Australia. That's the giveaway, and that was a catching opportunity. That has been messed up completely. The ball has been sent over the boundary ropes. And that's another welcome boundary for Complete Cricket Australia. And that also brings the end to the power play. 50 comes up. That they're understanding the pitch pretty well. They're gauging the conditions very nicely. Scowen back on strike. Played a very good back foot punch in the previous delivery. Now full wayward delivery outside the off stumper. Was short enough as well. He had to reach out for it. Gets some part of his bat involved. It's another dot ball. Final delivery of the 7th over coming up. Down the leg side, pulls it away strongly enough. He has some muscle, this lad. And that has gone to the boundary in the speed of knots. 59 for 1 after the end of 7 overs. .59 for 1. Harry Scowen has been dropped already previously in this match, and he's definitely going to make amends. The last shot that was played was a confident looking shot, slightly down the leg side, and he capitalized very quickly and gets a boundary to his name and to his team's name as well. 4 boundaries in total for Harry Scowen. The first 2 ones were gorgeous shots of the pace attack. Neil Patel, 19 of 17. Marching along nicely as well, getting the scoreboard ticking. Quite a partnership growing up right now. 48 of 33. Fantastic in the context of this game. Another change in bowling from the far end as well. Spinners are going to hunt in pairs. Harsh Yadav, the bowler. Down the leg side, easy pickings. Short fine leg will cut it off and throw it back to the keeper. And in the meanwhile, a quick single was taken. He's itching to get back to strike, you can see that. He's got a fair understanding of how the pitch is behaving as well. 18 deliveries faced. Now this is going to be a very interesting contest. The off spinner bowling to the right hander. And one more run taken. Runs of every delivery of that over. 67 for 1 after 8 overs. ICL 2023, this is the second day. And a lot of matches happening simultaneously as well. You can catch hold of the live action on the different links on our YouTube. This is Terry ground number 1 in Gurugram. Ground number 2 right besides me. There's another match going on there. And there are 2 more matches going on in power play ground in Gurugram as well. Leg spinner to continue, smashed towards long on, and that has gone to the boundary as well. Fast hands from the batter, and he's a strong lad, as I mentioned earlier as well. 71 on the board, he moves to the 30s. Smashed towards long on, and that has gone to the boundary as well. Fast hands from the batter. 31 of 22, 5 crisp boundaries from this batter, Harry Scowen. It's a faster delivery, was a flipper. But again, managing somehow to get a single going for their team. So the intent is very positive from the batters. They're looking to score as much as possible. Even with the field spread out, even with the ball going to the inner field as well. Picking up the fielders, taking those singles. Quick ones. We've seen ones being converted into 2s as well. So wonderful partnership and a great pair, great resources. For CC, another catch goes down. In the meanwhile, that was hit very hard as well. Neil Patel was the batter this time. And they will collect 2 more runs, rubbing salt to the wounds. Catch dropped, 2 more runs taken. Neil Patel still stays in the middle. 25 of 21. Good delivery. Just seeing the batter use his feet and changing the length at the last second. That's why Neil Patel had to defend that, had to fend it away. If you'd have missed that, that was a definite stumping as well. Chipped away over the bowler's head. Long on will cut it off, and look at this running between the wickets as well. Harry Scowen is impressing one and all with the running especially. That is exactly what I was talking about as well, converting 1s into 2s. And these guys have managed to do so. Final delivery of the 9th over. slight hesitation. He wanted to check his field before releasing the ball. Now he does. Again using his feet, played away towards the onside. Is there a chance for another couple? Yes, it is. Well, they're just easily picking away the runs now. 78 for 1 after the end of 9 overs. Right. What are the options for the bowling team now? They have to pick up a wicket. They have to make some inroads here. Because not only these guys are hitting the boundaries, they're also picking up runs at regular intervals. And it's just building up the pressure. Opportunities have been created, but the catches, they have been dropped more often than not. That's off the back foot. Harry Scowen just marching along, just pacing his innings very nicely today. Both the spinners getting some stick as well. Keshav Agarwal going for 9 runs per over. Now this is Harsh Yadav bowling his second over. Look at that, easy pickings. Nicely pushed away to his long gone. No challenge whatsoever for the batters right now. So we're back live after the drinks break. It is going to be the leg spinner who is going to continue, Keshav Agarwal. Patel is the man on strike, and we're underway for the second phase of the first innings. Just getting some spin, good turn there from the surface. That is a good length as well. Just making the batter second guess whether to go on the front foot or go on the back foot. That's a bit of a full toss delivery, which has been driven handsomely by Neil Patel. And it's been fielded well. The batters will come back for the third. Just timing behind that shot from Neil Patel, and it almost went all the way for another boundary. But good fielding to save a 1 run for their team. Scaven is back on strike. Bit of a delay because of the drinks break. How's the concentration running? That's the question. Fast delivery, almost hits the splice of his blade. Luckily for him, it falls in the no man's land. Single. Very good high scoring game yet. The highest score was 148, 48 yesterday. Scored by Ace Cricket School, which is a good enough score. More than a pass score on this surface. More taken. But the way these guys are playing, they would be eyeing for the score well over 160, close to 170 as well. Which means that one of these two have to up the ante. Harry Scaven got a boundary in the last over, courtesy of misfield. And he's going to try for more. This was just chipped over the extra cover fielder. Luckily enough, it evaded the fielder there. And the batters will scamper back for the second. Moves to 44 not out. A big blow away from a half century. Deserves a half century the way he's played today. Short delivery, pulls it away very strongly, gets a boundary. Whenever he has applied that shot and applied his power behind the shot, he's found a boundary in this inning so far. He's moved to 48 not out. Again, they have stayed very systematic with their approach to the bowling department today. 3 overs apiece to every bowler who has bowled so far, and a change in bowling. Slow medium pace. Neil Patel tucks it away. He wants a second as well. This is very good running. They're just reading the game so well right now. And they're reading the opposition very well as well. Couple of runs taken. And just putting the pressure back on the fielders. Nethik Jain is the bowler. Down the leg side, there's no fielders there. Easy pickings. Neil Patel will hit 9 times out of 10 there. Any day. He moves to the 40s himself. Runs are really coming with a massive flow from both ends now. Second boundary for Neil Patel. That was poor delivery from Nethik Jain. Short delivery on the leg stump when there's no fielders there. Backward of square. On the leg side, that's just boundaries any day. That's again the area he's preferred. But he'll find the fielder, the square leg. Deep fielder cushioning the boundary ropes in that region. Batters are allowed a single. What this field is going to do for the batters is it is going to allow singles on the onside, acres of spaces to collect those singles and doubles. And they can also hit freely, as we have seen so far in the last 2 overs. Harry Scaven on 48 not out. Good looking punch, a bit of a chase for the long off fielder, does well this time. And a huge shot of no from Harry Scaven. He was looking at the ball all the way through. Fascinating to see how Neil Patel has also upped his ante, and he's batting at a strike rate of well over 125 right now, and he's matching up with the strike rate of Harry Scaven at the other end. From the looks of it, Harry Scaven has looked aggressive, but Neil Patel with his technique has matched up with his contemporary. Scaven on 49 now. That's a cutaway. Scaven gets to a half century. A fantastic innings. Batted first today, complete Cricket Australia. And this man has played a very important role in that innings. 50 of 37 deliveries, 7 blistering boundaries in that innings so far as well. And that also brings the end to the 13th over, 110 for 1. Natik Jain was the bowler from the commentary box end, and we have another bowling change from the far end as well. They're trying out all their options, all the arms and the ammunitions from Pathways World School. They need strong shot off the back foot, and he prefers that region, and is very strong, 360-degree around the ground as well. Oh, he's setting himself up to play a huge innings here. Just the first delivery that he watched that ball Ayan Bhimwal, and he sent him packing. Now they've come back for the second. They're just teasing the fielders as well. Top level cricket from CCA. Pathways World School have to match up to their skills. Have to come back in the second innings, and I can imagine that they are going to chase a big total, because this man is going bonkers. And the catch has been taken this time. Wow, a flick shot. I thought that was going all the way as well, but it landed straight into the lap of the fielder at square leg. He does a fabulous job to judge it well and take a catch. And that is a very important wicket, the inroads that they required. Harry Scaven departs for 58 of 40 deliveries. A wonderful knock comes to an end from Harry Scaven. So the bowling change working for Pathways World School. Ayan Bindwal managing to pick up the much important Alice Cowan. Now a new man in is Sumer Sira, and he's going to take strike straight away. Down the legs. It's off the mark straight away. He wants to come back for the second as well. Great intent from the men in red and blue today. Especially in this first innings, they have definitely been the team who is on the top of the game. Ayan to Sumel. Full delivery played back down the ground. One more run taken. Neil Patel 7 away from his half century as well. No reason why he cannot get there as well. He's played a beautiful innings himself. He's anchored the ship for CCA. 43 of 34. That's a palindrome for Neil Patel. It. Singles, as I mentioned earlier, are definitely on offer because the field is completely spread out, especially the onside field. There are major spaces to take those singles. 14 gone, 1, 2, 2, 2 for 2. Alright, so 14 overs have been bowled. Last 6 overs left in the first innings for Complete Cricket Australia. They are 122 for 2. Neil Patel, 6 away from his half century. Starts over the wide. It's quite a view I'm watching this game from as well. Right behind me there's another ground. The match is going on. Right in front of me is the match that I'm calling right now. Natik Jain almost played back to the bowler. Stuck his hand out, but it was away from him. Single again for Neil Patel. He's happy taking the singles right now. They have 8 wickets in hand. They can go really big in the last few overs. Sumer will be facing Natik for the first time. Nicely played towards long ball. Circumspect approach right now from the batters. Harris Cowan was the man who was looking aggressive. He's also very steadfast with his shot making, especially in this innings today. There was something or the other which was happening every over when he was there. Now you can see the batters just gone down a gear. They're happy taking those singles. Maybe Neil Patel is waiting to get to his half century first and then play some shots later on. But this is also a great opportunity for the Pathways World School to take another wicket. How many times we have seen that one wicket goes and another wicket falls as well. Edges it. but in the gap, and it will run away to the boundary. No, it won't. The fielder does well. It's a long boundaries, straight and back of the pitch, and even the corner parts, the deep mid-wicket, the car corner areas. Couple of runs to Sumer Sera, this time off his edge. Off the back foot, places it nicely. He might look to come back for the second. Yes, he does. Very good running. Singles and doubles are doing the job. They have reached the 130 mark. Complete Cricket Australia. 5 more overs to go. If they even score at 10 runs per over from the 16th over onwards, they would reach 180. And that should be the pass score, the target score that they would be eyeing for. Tries to play a good looking drive, but he misses out completely. 15 gone, 130 for 2. Push back the ball as well. Stops it in his own follow through. Ayan Bimwal, the wicket taker, correction. The last over, Harris Cameron was the wicket that he scalped. And he's looking to scalp another one for his team. That's a full toss again. The play towards the same area where Harris Cameron was caught in the last over. But this time falling short of the fielder. One more run taken. Neil Patel inching closer to his half century, just 3 runs away. Sumer Sera looked to play some shots in the last over in Natik Jain's over. He's facing Ayan Bimwal now. Good looking punch. The fielder dives, but unable to stop it. They were trying to look for the second, but they're going to settle for a single this time. Parkways World School is located very close to the ground as well. Venue that we are recalling this match from. So in a way, they are the home teams. One more run to Neil Patel. So they might have had a fair understanding of the ground and the conditions out here, because the practice here. But all marks to Complete Cricket Australia to have started off so well in the first inning against a team like that. (134 for 2). Last ball of this over coming up. Neil Patel just 2 runs away from his half century. Can he get it in this over itself? Tries to fend at it. He has found the gap there. This might run away to the boundary. No, it doesn't. Just that single to end the over. It's 135 for 2 after 16. 49 not out. Natik to Neil Patel. Oh, stylish looking punch towards long on to get to his half century. He's going to raise his bat to the dugout as well. Take a bow. He's anchored the ship really well today. A couple of boundaries to his name, otherwise lots of ones and twos. And scoring at a strike rate of close to 120. That is a wonderful effort from Neil Patel. Sumer Sira, who's moved to double figures himself, will try to play some shots. This could be a run out. Direct throw would have been curtains for Neil Patel. But he missed out the fielder there. No real damage for the Cricket Australia. 8 wickets in hand. One would think that the batters will go for the big runs now. Advances down the pitch, smashes it towards long off. Field does well, cuts it off, gets a single. And Neil Patel reaching his half century, 2 boundaries to his name. Now could be a moment where he could cut loose. He could break his shackles, play some shots. He's understood the field, he's understood the conditions well. 42 deliveries, has been there for more than an hour. This is played over the bowler's head, good run away. No, it doesn't. Not enough power behind that shot. And the batters will come back for the second. 2 runs will do at the moment. The CCA where they're basically expecting boundaries from their batters. Natik to Neil Patel now plays it on the up. Straight to the fielder's hands. It's a dot ball. Every single dot ball is a gold dust right now for Pathways. And if they pick up wicket, that could be the icing on the cake as well. Natik Jain, can he pick up one for his team? Okay, down the ground again. He's pressed with that V down the ground, and a bit of a mix-up between the batters. Slight yes and no. Batters will settle for a single. 140 for 2 after 17 overs. 3 more overs to go in the first innings. Ayan with his 3rd over. Neil Patel trying to give himself room and played away towards the onside. Finds the fielder inside the inner ring and an overthrow. How many times we have seen that in this inning so far from Pathways? Sloppy work, especially while backing up. Sumer Sira advances down the pitch. Misses the line of the ball completely. Beaten all ends up. Nicely done by the keeper. Shy at the stumps by him, but he missed out. That would also inform the batter not to use his feet as much, especially when the keeper is so agile. Now he's standing up behind the wickets as well. Down the ground, long on will cut it off. Another single will be taken. Now this is good stuff from Pathways World School. They are trying to pull things back towards the later half of this first innings. Put some breaks to the run scoring that was happening a while ago. Down the leg side, the keeper does well to put his pads on the line. Otherwise, that was going down for 5 runs, a wide and 4 runs. But this time, it is going to be wide and a single. So 2 runs, 3 runs saved by the wicketkeeper himself because of that effort. .144 for 2. After that, a couple of extras were added to the total. Big shot coming in. This is in the air. Long gone. Will not get to it. The ball falls in no man's land. The batters will take a single. Have to take some risks here, the batters from CCA. Again, that little chip, this could be taken. No, it doesn't. Again, falls slightly short of that long gone fielder chasing in. Lucky for Neil Patel that he did not time it well enough to carry the ball straight to the long gone fielder. In search of boundaries, they're almost giving away their wickets. Cuts this. Sweeper cover will cut it off. It's just another single to end the over. Very tight one from Ayan Bimwal comes to an end. It's 147 for 2 after 18. At ground number 2, there's another match going on. Foundation of Goodness Sri Lanka have managed to score 114. They were all out in 16.1 overs. Lakshya Cricket Academy has a Lakshya of 105 to win this match. But they have to go through a very tight bowling attack from Sri Lanka. Two more overs to go. Complete Cricket Australia, 147 for 2. Sumer Sira on strike. New bowler has been introduced, pulled away. Fielder square leg. Will drop it. Another catch goes down. Absolute butterfingers today from Pathways World School. It's probably the breakfast they can blame. Neil Patel, 55 of 47, is going to face Kritish, who's the new bowler introduction into the attack. Good looking stroke, but finds the fielder inside the 30-yard circle. He had to scamper for that single. Well, one might say they've done a fair job here, Pathways World School, in the past 2-3 overs. haven't given away too many runs. And in a T20 game especially, you don't have to pick up wickets if you can bowl dot balls like that regularly. So that has been hoisted away. And in the gap this time from Sumer Sira. That's the welcome boundary. That's a precious boundary for Complete Cricket Australia as they reach 150 as well. Now Pathways World School are changing the field. The fielder there at deep mid wicket is getting swapped with a fielder inside the 30-yard circle. He dropped a catch early on, and this time that shot was hit over his head for Sumer Sira there, getting his first boundary of the innings. Kritish to Sumer, again using his feet. Couple of more runs easily available there. 155 now, just 8 more deliveries left in the first innings. And this is officially the highest total on this very ground so far in this tournament. Full toss, it was asking to be hit, he did not time it. The deep mid wicket fielder will run in very quickly and cut it off. Just one. (56 of 48). Hasn't scored a boundary for quite a while now, Neil Patel. Should be a boundary ball. And again finds the fielder at square leg. One more run to end the over. 19 gone, it's 157 for 2. After that wicket of Harry Scaven, these two guys have put up 39 of 33 deliveries. But I think the team would require them to score at a faster rate. They don't have too many balls to face now, just the last over for Complete Cricket Australia. And it's going to be interesting to see as what Neil Patel and Sumer Sira do out of that. Final over is going to be bowled by a new bowler from Pathways World School. They followed a system all the way through today. 3 overs apiece to all the initial bowlers and 1 overs each to the death bowlers. This is India, the bowler coming underneath it. They're very close. Again the catch just evading both the fielders, and a single has been taken. Neil Patel gets off the mark. Sumer Sira looked like the man who should be taking the bulk of the strikes because he can hit the big ball. Just one boundary so far to his name. Shubham Agarwal is the bowler, who is the introduction to the bowling attack at the last over of the first innings. Don't see that much often. Slightly playing around with his field before the start of the delivery. Advances down the pitch, punches it nicely, finds the fielder. No more than just a single. They're pushing for the second. This is good running between the wickets. They'll come back swiftly enough. CCA reach the 160s now. 160 for 2. Punches this down the ground. Sumer Sira gets a couple of runs in the previous delivery and a single in this one. 4 runs off this over. They'll be eyeing to get as close as possible to that 170 mark. Neil Patel, what are his options? Play a cheeky shot, a ramp shot can come into play because there's no fine leg in place. No, he doesn't. He plays the conventional drive to get a single. They're happy to take those singles because the fielding team is giving away those free runs at the other end. Another overthrow. And another couple of extra runs given away. This is going to be very difficult. This is going to come back and haunt them in the second innings. Two more deliveries to go. 7 of this over so far. Good delivery, good length again, but he stays still, plays it towards the long off, wide-ish area. And almost a direct throw there at Neil Patel's end. But a couple of runs taken, 166 for 2. Last ball of this over coming up. Sumer Sira did well, 27 of 21. He came into a strike after Harry Cowan departed. Harry Cowan, correction. Last ball of the 20th. Massive swing of the bat, he doesn't connect. But it comes off his body, leg by a signal. 167 for 2 is what Complete Cricket Australia end up at. The target for Pathways World School in the second innings would be 168 to win this match.
Mitchell. कब लाना है बता, कब घुमाना होगा, कब घुमानी है, कम ऐसा मरा दो Ah.
this surface itself. And the batting is showing in this second innings. 5 overs, 36 for 1. He missed out on a short delivery. He knows that. Slightly disappointed from his expressions. Arsal is the batter. 2 runs off 8 deliveries. At the other end, Ishan Mehra is batting on a different level altogether. Again on his pads this time. A big appeal there. Half-hearted, I'd say, for the batting team. And half-hearted appeal from the bowling team. That's down the leg side, will be called as wide. So a lot of extras came in the first innings as well from the Pathways World School bowlers, and most of them came in the terms of overthrows. Finds the fielder, he's trying to break free. You can know that from watching him play right now. Again finds the backward point fielder, but a misfielding will allow him to go to the non-striker's end. He hurries towards the non-striker's end. He's finding it difficult, especially inside the power play, because it doesn't seem like one of those players who would want to go over the top. Shamela with a very soft touch. Late cut finds the short third fielder there. The last ball off the power play. Decent start. They haven't lost a wicket in terms of that. And they're batting at the current run rate of well over run a ball. Huge appeal. The umpire says it's probably going down the leg side. That's been given as a not out. 6 overs gone. It's 38 for no loss. Field has been spread out straight away after the fielding restrictions were lifted off. Just 4 fielders inside the 30-yard circle with a keeper and a bowler, and everybody cushioning the boundary ropes, which means easy singles are going to be on offer. And that is good news for Arsal now, because he's finding it difficult when the fielders were inside the 30-yard circle closing in to score runs freely. Now he will get those singles to his off and onside. Oh, he went for a helicopter but found the fielder. That was hit beautifully by Ishan Mehra. He pulled out the helicopter shot, but just to see that the ball has landed up inside the clutches of the fielder there. First wicket falls for Pathways World School. This is an important breakthrough. It's 39 for 1 after 6.2 overs as Ishan Mehra walks back after scoring 27 of 25 deliveries. Such a wonderful sight to see all these players coming in from different nations and taking part in such an event, testing out their skills and talent. It's also going to give them a lot of exposure to world cricket as well. Different surfaces, different conditions. It's only positives when you tour outside for sports. What this tournament has given me personally as well, it has also exposed me to the grassroots level of cricket from around the world. And to tell you that, watching this match live in front of me, this is an absolute delight. Just to hear these guys talk to each other, build each other's strength. It's basically going to be an authentic reaction to everything that they will come across. .39 for 1. This is the 7th over. They have picked up a wicket, a much important breakthrough for Complete Cricket Australia. That to an important wicket of the opener Ishan. He was looking good. Harsh Yadav is the new man in, is off the mark straight away. Slightly down the leg side and has been punched away for a single. Go for a front foot defense. Big up aid for LBW given by the umpire as well. How many times we have seen one wicket gives rise to another one. Second wicket falls. And Complete Cricket Australia are back on top of this game. 40 for 2 now, Pathways World School. As they lose another wicket. Both the openers now back in the hut. New man in is Parth Agarwal. So two new batters suddenly out there in the middle for Pathways World School. 168 is the target, mind you. A lot of work still to be done. 128 required of 80 deliveries to be precise. Kian Patel has been an important bowling change. 2 wickets. Just 10 runs given away. He's been tight as well. It's always a delight to see a leg spinner picking up wickets. New man in, Parth Agarwal will be on striker straight away. Down the leg side, this might be called as wide. Yes, it is. Another extra. Now the score with that extra. They have to stop bowling extras through the course of this tournament. And that's going to be a definite learning curve, that's for sure. All of them are going to learn something or the other throughout this tournament. Few players already shining bright in this tournament. Kian Patel is one of them. He's bowling well. Goes under the bat straight to the keeper's glove. Nicely done by the keeper as well to end the over. 7 overs gone. It's 41 for 2. Pathways World School chasing 168 to win this match. Mitchell Yearsley bowled a brilliant over, the first one that he bowled. Just 2 runs off it. Leg spinners from both ends. This is off the top edge. But safely landing, and the batters are going to collect a single. There's a correction on the bowling name. We'll get back to that very shortly. There's a leg spin attack from both ends from CCA. Wanted a quick single sent back by the non-striker, rightly so. Sharp work in the field as well. They pulled their socks up after taking 2 wickets. They've sensed it that they're right on top of this game. There you see, it's going to be very tight. It's going to be difficult for the batters to harbour runs right now, especially when these two are fairly new to the crease. Oh, he's bowled him, has it? Yes, he has. No clue has the batter there, Parth Agarwal, and his middle stump has been pegged back. And he has been sent back to the hut as well. 3 wicket goes down. The Pathways, the World School, losing wickets in a hurry. 42 for 3 now. Right, 8 overs have been bowled. It's 42 for 3. Pathways World School, 12 overs left in the game. 126 more required. Job is getting more difficult for the batters with 7 wickets in hand. 2 more overs to go, after which the umpires and the players will take drinks as well. Till then, they have to hold fort from one end.
बढ़िया
just the 2 overs to Ken Patel, and there's a change in bowling as well. They have more spin options, and it's wonderful to see that the plan is falling into place for the CCA. More leg spinners. Bit of a mix-up. The direct throw. Actually, the batter made it back onto the crease. Peo Goodall is the bowler. Inside half the bat. The captain senses it that 2 more overs to go to the drinks break. He can try out another option, maybe pick up another wicket. He wants a single this time. This time the opportunity was there and the single has been taken. Now the job is threefold for these batters. They have to stitch a partnership. They have to ensure that they don't lose a wicket, and they have to also make sure that they keep scoring the runs because the required run rate is creeping. Nicely ducked away, angled bat to get a single. Subham Agarwal there, opening his account. Oh, nicely punched. And in the gap as well. Beautiful shot. And it's gone all the way for 4. Well, that came out of nowhere. Some amazing timing to get that ball reaching the boundary ropes. 48 with that punchy drive from Harsh Yadav. Looks like a technically strong player. Final delivery of the 9th over coming up. Harsh Yadav getting his first boundary there. Beautiful looking shot. Caressing the ground straight to the boundary ropes. Down the leg side off the pads, and no runs will be taken. That will be a dot ball to end the 9th over. 9 overs gone then. 48 for 3. Pathways World School. They still require 120 of 66 deliveries. Giving it the rip. He's trying to get some purchase out of the surface as well. They can try out their varieties. They've got the batting innings under control, that's for sure. Gives it a loop as well. Batter lets that go, and no signals from the umpire. So 2 back-to-back dot balls start off this over. Very good lengths, very good lines. It's fantastic bowling. He's been really tight all throughout his spell of bowling today. Just 3 runs given away, and he's picked up a wicket. Off the back foot. Last 2 deliveries before the players and the umpires will take drinks. That is why they're okay to play this over away. Tries to cut it, misses out. Very close to that outside edge. Nice keeping behind the stumps. The keeping has been spot on from CCA. Oh, he beats him again. It's a maiden over to end the first session of the second innings. 10 overs gone. It's 48 for 3. They still require 120 of 60 at a required run rate of 12 per over. All right, we are back live after the drinks break. A fantastic over before the drinks break from Hayden McCarthy. We got that name corrected, and now we're getting ready for the next 10 overs of this match. The last 10 overs, I would say. Dio Goodall to Harsha gets an inside edge. Down the leg side, just kicks it away straight to the fielder. They're not getting runs. The last over was a maiden over, so pressure is definitely building on Pathways World School. They're the home team facing against CCA from Australia. There's another interesting match going on at the other ground. Sri Lanka with the Indian team, the other Indian team, Lakshya. Pulled away this time. He will probably collect at least one. Yes, he will. Just one. Down the leg side, and again the batter's not able to get a good enough connection. Those are balls you would expect to be played away, especially at this stage of your career when you're playing the academy level against international players. This time he connects. He's probably listening to me, and he might collect a boundary there. Oh, he doesn't. Nice work by the square leg fielder. Runs 20 yards to his right. Cut it off. 50 comes off for Pathways World School. Couple of runs taken there. 51 for 3 after 11 overs. Or play and a miss. Pace bowler has been brought into the attack. Aiden Stanley just went for 3 runs off his first over. That was a 1 over spell for him. He's been brought back for his second spell. First delivery almost kissing the outside edge. Second one, a flashing bat, but has been called as a wide by the umpire. Too much outside the off stump. The required run rate as we speak has creeped up to 13.13. It's a daunting task for the batters of Pathways World School. They would have to back their skills. Oh, beautiful delivery. That is a peach from Aiden Stanley. He's bowling fast and is getting the ball to move off the surface as well. Just 4 runs so far of his spell. And he's hitting the deck hard. He's getting the ball to move and is making life difficult for the batter. Again, very close to that outside edge. They're finding it absolutely difficult, the batters. even against the spinners, and now against Aiden Stanley's pace bowling. Was there for the drive, went for it, but the result is the same. Another dot ball play and a miss. As we go through this match, the match happening at ground number 2, the result is out. Lakshya Cricket Academy winning the match quite convincingly at the end, with 7 wickets in hand and an over to spare. They have beaten the Foundation of Goodness Sri Lanka, which was one of the toughest team in the first clash that they had at Power Play Ground in Gurgaon. That match, Rakshit Lunawat scored a half-century, and that is why you can hear a round of applause from behind me, and it might be reaching you from the audio systems as well. The Sri Lankan team there unhappy with the result, but they are fighters. They'll come back later in the tournament. They have an excursion today. They're going to probably go and watch an IPL match, because Delhi Capitals is playing here today. It's the home team, very close to the ground we are playing at. The stadium is a ride away, and I hope the players will have a wonderful time there. Back to this match, Pathways World School. Now 54 for 3 after 12 overs. Playing a miss. Both pacers have been called back to start off their second spell. Very good time to bring them back as well, because these two batters have been slightly struggling against the bowling attack of Complete Cricket Australia now. Jeremiah Wagg is the bowler. Awful delivery, and spotted early by the batter. The danger was averted because the ball was heading towards the stumps. It was a toe crusher from Jeremy. So yesterday, John James from DHCA bowling some absolute peach of Yorkers. Nicely fielded. Fielders have been equally competitive, and the bowlers would reap benefits out of that, and in fact the team will reap benefits out of that, because the bowlers' tail would be up if they see their teammates helping them out in the field. Punched. Good sound came off the bat. It has been punched really nicely as well. Coming back for the second, maybe for the third. Yes, no, they're not. Good throw from the boundary ropes. Outstanding effort. You can expect that from the Australian team. Very swift in their movements. And they're technically strong. when it comes to diving as well, and timing their jumps to perfection. Oh, edged, and the diving keeper would not be able to catch that off. But a sliding fielder will stop that ball from going to the boundary ropes, and a couple of runs will be taken. Brilliant effort behind the stumps. I've been raving about the wicketkeeper of CCA. Once again, if you can go back and check this out on yourself, because you have the luxury of watching this online. The effort that was put by the keeper. He was diving full length to his right. Good looking shot. It's a full delivery. Yadav has looked solid, but that's not what the team requires right now. They need some runs quick and fast. 13 overs have been bowled so far, 59 for 3. Shubham Agarwal will be taking strike to Aiden Stanley. Story is the same. Play and a miss. Goes to the keeper's gloves again. In fact, it's Harsh Yadav who is on strike right now. 1 on 9 of 41. The game is slipping away. Quickly so, because the required run rate has touched 16 runs per over. Which also means that they have to score boundaries every over now. Flashing blade once again. No connection whatsoever. Complete Cricket Australia has put out a complete performance today so far. No matter where the match heads from here on in, the effort and the commitment has been spot on. Aiden Stanley in his second spell has looked even better. Hits the deck hard this time, digs it a little short of length. Gets back to ball this time, Harsh Yadav, but again finds the field. Another dot. The pressure is not only rising, it's mounting right now on Pathways World School. Their actual school is just a mile away from where we are. They have supporters who have come in today to watch the match. Bit of a yes and no. But it's another dot. Fantastic Aiden Stanley steaming in and hitting the deck harder, hitting the lines and the lengths right. Not a single run has been scored off this over so far. He wants a quick single now. This time, yes, he will get it. It's just that one run off that over. 14 overs gone, it's 60 for 3. with the spinner. Bio Goodall has been brought back for his third over, so he's mixing it up, the captain. He's mixing his bowling options up. Trying out different tactics to pick up wickets. That's going to be helpful throughout the tournament to gauge the bowler's intent in a given situation, to gauge their bowler's skills that comes out in a given situation. So far so good. Every bowler has been pretty nice in today's contest. They haven't leaked runs, they have picked the wickets. Spin attack has worked, especially the wicket takers today. Tossing it up, Bio Goodall. A quick single has been taken. Smart bowler, Goodall is. He's definitely testing out the batters by just tossing it up, allowing them to play the shots, and in case they do any mistake, they will be held out in the fielding positions that he has set for his own bowling. 63 for 3 now, the last ball of this over coming up. Off the back foot, he wants a quick single. He'll be taking that quick single quite easily at the end. It's going to be Shubham Agarwal to keep striking the next over. 15 gone at 64 for 3. Huge task in front of the batters. 5 overs, 104 required. It is a Herculean task for the batters, that's for sure. The required run rate has climbed up well over 20 runs per over now. Looks like there's another change in bowling. The Pacers were brought for their second spell. Now it's time for the spinners again. Bio Goodall from the commentary box end and KN Patel from the far end. Straight to the fielder. You can see that the intent is lacking in this run chase. To be something or the other in form of innovation that should come in, because the conventional shots are going straight to the fielder's hands. Shot delivery gave it a rip as well. It turned away from the right-hander, and it was short enough to allow the batter to rock back to his back foot and punch it away towards the deep mid-wicket region. Gets a single going. Singles are not going to bother the bowling team, that's for sure. Oh, this has been slapped straight towards deep mid-wicket again. The same fielder was engaged in back-to-back occasions. Much better length from KN Patel. You can clearly see that the batters have been pushed back to their back foot. Anything that comes towards them, the first thought that goes in is to go to the back foot. And that is where they have been trapped in not being able to score the runs. That is a quicker one. And that was the danger that was lurking ahead if they were playing on the back foot. They skidded through and hit the stumps. The bails went flying, and so does Subham Agarwal back to the hut. It's 66 for 4. Pathways have no path left on this run chase. Since I can overhear the coach, I can tell you one insight that the coach just shouted out to the batters to play all the overs, which could be the strategy for this game, just to see out the bowling attack. Such a tournament where winning is not very important, but the exposure itself is a winner for all of the teams taking part. Great opportunity again for all these players to intermingle, to understand the culture of cricket that happens all around the globe. 5 nations are involved in this tournament itself. So quite a lot of new faces, quite a lot of ethnicity intermingling, intertwining with each other in this tournament. ICL 2023, 66 for 4 after 16 overs, Pathways World School. It's probably late afternoon, very close to evening right now in Australia. But if you're tuning in to the YouTube channel right now and seeing this match, you'd be really happy with the performance of Complete Cricket Australia. 167 was put on the board, which is the highest score on this very ground that we are calling this match from. And 168 is the target that has been set. But Pathways World School have been completely lip-locked today. Not a single word is coming out of their mouth. That's a huge appeal that's been given. And that is a plumb in front. 5 wickets have been taken by the bowling attack. Half of the side back in the hut for Pathways World School. Yes, 66 for 5 in the 17th over. Right, Arnav, who is at the non-striker's end, is going to be joined by Kritish now. Wickets falling like a deck of cards. Hayden McCarthy again picking up his 2nd wicket. Ken Patel has picked up 3 wickets. The leg spin has done the trick for CCA today. 3 leg spinners in their bowling attack. Something for all the other team to take a look out for in the rest of the tournament. We're going to have 50 over games as well, so we're going to see the spinners coming into effect there as well. This lad, Hayden McCarthy, has been absolutely impressive. There you see, tossing it up, hitting the right lines. The batters have no clue against him. Bowled a maiden over the last one. He has picked up a wicket in this, and he hasn't leaked a single run so far. Again, attacking the stumps. He wants the wickets. You can see from his expressions as well. He thought he had him. He's trying to go through his defense, you can see. Tosses it up, tries the batter to entice for a drive. He does so, but finds the fielder slightly uppish, and that fielder will come into effect with a catch for sure. Final delivery of McCarthy's spell of 4 overs, and it's going to be another maiden, wicket maiden this time to finish off his spell. 4 overs, 2 maidens, 3 runs and 2 wickets is his spell appalling today. 102 required of the last 3 overs. The run chase is out of question, that's for sure. Slightly uppish. Falls short of that mid-wicket fielder inside the 30. They have clearly heard their coach, which is to play out all the overs, and that is exactly what they are doing. No real intent of scoring the runs now. Or beats the outside edge. The foot is stuck on the pitch. There's no movement whatsoever, and he just fends his bat at it. Just hissing away very close to that outside edge. The keeper again has been one of the best features in this match today. Short delivery. The batter collects the ball and gives it back to the keeper. It's a matter of time now before the ballers finish off the legitimate 20 overs. Back of length. And a flick of the hands. Nice backing up to see that. Again, the fielding department has been really strong. The CCA is a team to look out for in this tournament. I'm sure the other teams who are traveling from Australia, from South Africa, from Sri Lanka, from UAE as well, would be keeping a close eye onto these games and the statistics. And this has been taken. Look at the fielding placement that has come into effect. There was a fielder shot off mid-on, and that shot was hit directly at him, and it was caught the Australian way as well, the fingers pointing upwards. 4th wicket for K.N. Patel, 6th wicket down for Pathways World School. They are all 6 on the scorecard, 66 for 6. Massive appeal for LBW. No signals from the umpire. Getting some feel of the ball hitting his bat there. Going to get lunch after this, and the players have a planned excursion to go and watch an IPL match later today. What a delight that is going to be. Delhi Capitals playing in their home ground, and it's going to be a packed house, that's for sure. Quite an experience that is going to be to look forward to. This is the 19th over, just 11 deliveries to go to finish off this match. Manav Narayan is the new bowler who's been called back. 2 overs for 15 runs in the first spell. So the captain just rolling the raffle, just allowing all his bowlers to go at the batters right now, because there's no real intent. Just playing away all the balls left till the 20th over. Again, a performance of domination from Complete Cricket Australia. They're still leading. In fact, 101 more required for Pathways, which means they're trailing by more than 100 runs. In this run chase of a T20 game. Tells you what a thumping performance this has been. Pritish has faced 9 deliveries so far. He's yet to get off the mark. He's not the conventional batter inside the Pathways side. He's out there swinging the willow, not getting connected this time. Just 7 deliveries left, and we'll wrap up day number 2 here at the Terry ground from Gurgaon. And it's been some quality cricket at either of the venues. A lot of cricket still to come in the later stages of this tournament. That's a short delivery pulled away, and he will collect his first runs. And that's why there's a huge adulation from the dugout of Pathways World School. Pritish gets off the mark after 11 deliveries. That also brings the end to the 19th over. 68 for 6. Final over looks like it's going to be Joe Goodall to finish off proceedings. And he's coming for the first time from the far end. Joe Goodall, 3 overs before this, that's 13 runs. He hasn't picked up a wicket. He would fancy to pick up a wicket in this over and join his leg spinner contemporaries in the wickets column. Full delivery, it's in the air and he takes a wicket. It's not commentator's curse, it's just brilliant bowling from CCA. And they're just calling the shots in this match right now. Another wicket falls, 68 for 7. Kritish departs after a labouring knock of just 1 of 13 deliveries. Tosses it up and a stretching defense from Zubair Power. He's the new man who's walked in. Looks like a pocket dynamite. An outstretched front foot defense in the first delivery and a back foot defense as well. And the clapping continues in the dugout with every delivery that he faces. It's quite a popular fellow, this man, Zubair Power. This is the photograph of the day. This is the exposure that these guys are getting. Bowled him through his gates. And that could be another photograph as well for the bowler to take back home as a souvenir. B.O. Goodall picks up his second wicket in this over itself. So the far end is working for B.O. Goodall. And the 8th wicket falls for Pathways World School. Just one more delivery left in this match, and we're waiting for another batter to walk in and face that from B.O. Goodall.
Asif, bin भेज दे तो फैसल ने हाँ देखते bin भेज तो दे
Last ball of this match, all the field is closing in. Left-handed batter who has walked in is Ayan Bhimwal, bowled well in the first innings. He just has to face one delivery in the second. The leg spinner would be spinning the ball into him. He's coming over the wicket. There are 2 catches closing in front of the batter. Final delivery of this match. And he almost cleaned him up as well. It's not out. In fact, is it? It is out, signaled by the umpire. It's probably for the LBW, but that is another wicket for B.O. Goodall. He did not pick he did not pick a wicket in the first 3 overs that he bowled. And he got a plenty of wickets in the last over that he bowled. So that's that dominating performance once again from Complete Cricket Australia as the day comes to an end. They win the match by 99 runs. And that brings an end to the day's play here at Terry Ground, Gurgaon. 68 for 9 is what Pathways World School end up at after their 20-over stint. Massive victory in the context of this tournament for the Complete Cricket Australia. Right, we'll take a short break and we'll join you for the post-match presentation ceremony after the lunch break.